Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Aleph Zero, aka AZERO. So let's just dive in and let's start off with a few things. So AZERO has been an asset that I've been very bullish on for a while, and I've been diving deep into the AZERO rabbit hole for a little bit of time as well. I do think that tokens like AZERO will be crucial to this entire space, and I think that a lot of attention will be thrown their way simply because of privacy being a big deal today, ever more than before, especially with central bank digital currencies on the rise, and a lot of people kind of worried about what's going to be happening with our privacy, especially even transactional privacy as well. Currently speaking, AZERO is trading at about roughly $1.09. It did almost break out of the $2 threshold recently, but it could not do so. The all-time high sitting roughly just around $3 or so, and fully diluted market cap sitting at about roughly $335.2 million. This is an inflationary token, but as we do look, the inflation, it will take almost a decade for the supply to double to about 600 million tokens. So as we do look at this token, it is still very undervalued, overlooked, and ultimately has incredible overall tokenomics. And I do think that the valuation of AZERO will drastically increase over time. So let's actually talk about a few things, and let's talk about the narrative behind this. So as we do look at privacy, like I said, is becoming a big deal, especially as CBDCs do get searched for a lot more, and a lot of people are doing a lot more research around central bank digital currencies and how big of a obstacle it will be to preserve our privacy. If we actually look here, CBDCs over time have been discussed. This is 5 years ago. I mean, even if you look at the chart for, we'll say like 2004 to present, you can kind of see the search history around these and really kind of looking into what a CBDC will be, what it will become, and you can kind of see the spike here from 2020 all the way into 2021, and then just recently from 2022 to 2023, we're hitting all-time highs for CBDCs. So people are realizing, how crucial it is to understand what central bank digital currencies are. A lot more people are researching them and coming to the realization that our privacy might be at risk. So what do we look at? Well, we look into, these assets like AZERO that could preserve our privacy. I think that Aleph Zero and a few other assets are becoming privacy layers for the Web3 economy. I think that Aleph Zero is very interesting. We will talk about why some of the developments recently are very bullish, as well as why I believe that AZERO could very well be drastically more valuable than it is today. So let's take a look at the overall chart. So I'm very interested in this level down here. So this is a range that I've been watching for to be retested for a little bit of time. The chart is obviously bearish. I've been looking at it for a little bit of time. And we started to create lower highs and also lower lows. So as we do see that, yes, the chart flips bearish. And I'm really looking at 88 cents to about roughly $1 to load up on Aleph Zero. Anything down within this range, I do think will be extremely profitable in the long term. You might lose this range a little bit. You might get some trading down here. Or if we are very lucky, and yes, I do say lucky, we will see a retest of roughly about 68 cents. And if we do get that retest of 68 cents, that is going to be very bullish for the long term, because I do believe that Aleph Zero is going to be a major player in the long term. I've been seeing a lot of attention being put on AZERO recently. We've seen Compare Market Cap actually posting around Aleph Zero, comparing it to ADA's all-time high, and it would essentially be $400 per AZERO. Now listen, are we going to go to $400 for AZERO immediately? No, I don't believe so. But I do think that we could hit the high $50 plus range to possibly even $100. And hey, that will be essentially a 50 to 100x for anything under $1, which is why I've been biting at anything under $1 for so long. I was accumulating this range back here in November, and I think that this was going to be very profitable in the long term as well. So that is why I'm looking to load up if we do see this range over here get tested yet again, very similar to that November timeframe. I also did bite a little bit back in the summer of 2022 during this time here. Didn't get the exact peak of bottom, but hey, I was able to accumulate around roughly the 70 to 80 cent zone, which is also why I feel comfortable, accumulating up in this range as well, because this is right around that, 88 to 90 cent zone anyways. And like I said, I do think that long term, these levels will be very profitable. I mean, even just to the all-time high alone, it's roughly about a 3x. So hey, that's totally fine with me. But I like posts like this because it does put a lot more attention on Aleph Zero. Currently speaking, they still are very large. They continue to grow day by day by day, sitting at almost 150,000 followers. I think that this is going to be one of those projects that continue to gain a lot more notoriety simply because of what it is doing around blockchain and blockchain technology. That privacy layer is going to be crucial, especially in the long term, as we do continue to see these central bankers trying to push on with central bank currency, digital currency, and ultimately, there is a lot of question the idea around like privacy and where our privacy will stand once we do see those. Now, also, recently we've seen Aleph Zero win the Best Infrastructure Project Award at Next Blockchain or Next Block Expo against Polygon and Binance Coin. So that is pretty significant. And again, like if we are looking at this, could Aleph Zero potentially hit that, $400 threshold per AZERO? It can. Its technology layer, everything around it is very exciting. I do think that Aleph Zero is one of the most exciting, I would say projects out there. It's right on par with my HBAR bag. It's right on par with my Casper bag. I think that Aleph Zero is going to be very, very exciting in the long term. And I think recently, up until recently, I should say, a lot of people were just ignoring this one. And I don't understand why. I think that the statistics here are great. It's extremely fast. It's extremely scalable. The cost is very, very low. The accounts continue to grow day by day. The mainnet validators continue to grow day by day. We continue to see developments happening every single day as well. And there's a lot behind this, especially for Web3. And if you do believe in Web3, which they do claim that Web3 could ultimately balloon to a $150 trillion asset class, then hey, I think that Aleph Zero will play a vital role in that because of its overall layer, aka that privacy enhancing layer. Now, also, we did see Aleph Zero Foundation partner with Kudelski Security to enhance holistic security. Again, another crucial area to focus on is security. Security is a big area. We know we focus on security with Hedera. ABFT is a huge one. Aleph Zero also does have ABFT, but it's a little bit of a different one compared to Hedera. But we do see confidence and security are essential to the successful expansion of mainstream blockchain-based applications. Kudelski Security is proud to be helping Aleph Zero implement a robust security culture among the community of builders. We strongly believe that a security-first approach will not only benefit Aleph Zero, but the whole Web3 industry. And we do see the Aleph Zero ecosystem will benefit from Kudelski Security's unique secure by design approach, supported by a comprehensive set of best-in-class tools and solutions. The goal of this partnership is to establish an extraordinary level of quality and security for the projects that are incubated within our ecosystem funding program. So this is great. Enhancing security is crucial, and Kudelski is a very large company. I've actually looked into them. They are working with a lot of Fortune 500 enterprises and government organizations in Europe and even across the United States. And when you actually look at their partnership list, so check this out. So first off, they are partnered with some of the largest names out there. There's 81 partnerships of theirs. And a lot of these are very large, well-known companies, like Cisco, for an example. Cisco is a huge one. If you scroll down, I'm sure that you guys probably recognize a few of these. They're working with IBM, for example. And there's so many other ones as well. Ledger's on here, McAfee. There's so many. And the list goes on and on and on. And even Splunk. By the way, Splunk is a very large one. We've actually broken Splunk down before with Quant. They're a big, big name. So again, this is one of those companies that I am very, very excited about with a partnership with Aleph Zero, especially around security. Security is a big lackluster focus point around crypto and a lot of these applications. So I'm very excited about that. And also the certifications around Kudelski Security makes it the, extremely big player around cybersecurity, security itself. So very excited about that. Also, industries. They are working within almost every single industry that you could think of: financial services, energy and utilities, government, retail and wholesale, manufacturing, software and internet services, and even the healthcare industry. So when we look at this, yeah, I think that this is going to provide a lot more trust around Aleph Zero, and I think that this is going to be very exciting. Also, we did see Aleph Zero integrate with CoinFirm to enhance transactional security AML with advanced analytics. This is also going to be very exciting because guess what? Now you will be able to see a lot more DeFi use cases being built out on Aleph Zero that has that, data behind it that you can trust and it's also going to enhance security and compliance. So I think that this is going to be great for DeFi use cases. And again, CoinFirm has a very large team behind it. They've been around for a little bit of time, and also they are integrated with some of the largest tokens out there. ADA, for example, XRP, Monero. I mean, you name it. Even some other ones as well. So, you know, if we look at a lot of these integrations and the partnerships that AlefZero has been announcing, it's to enhance the security and enhance even the data behind AlefZero and a lot of the use cases that are being built out on AlefZero. I think that this is going to welcome in a lot of those transactional use cases, even financial use cases as well, and DeFi. DeFi is a big one. And also, we did see over here, what is AlefZero and how does it work? This is from CoinGecko. This was seen by 92,800 individuals, so this got a lot of recognition. We do see in this video, we will explain what it is and how it aims to solve the blockchain's trilemma of security, scalability, and decentralization. Obviously, they're not the only ones trying to solve that. There's other ones out there like Hedera, Casper, you name it. But listen closely.
AlefZero is a permissionless proof-of-stake layer 1 blockchain which features a native and compliant privacy-preserving framework called Liminal. Liminal works by using a combination of zero-knowledge proofs, ZK snarks, and secure multi-party computations, SMPCs, and supports transactions between AlefZero and different chains via bridges to Ethereum, Cosmos, Polkadot, and more. There are already a slew of platforms being built or integrated on the network. Celeste, an institutional peer-to-peer lending and borrowing platform. ABAX, a permissionless lending platform similar to Aave and Compound. GateKnox, which focuses on providing tools to onboard and manage clients that require corporate KYC and identity verification. And even a dystopian-themed RPG and social media platform, Darkverse.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot happening here, and we did see Interlock actually respond and say AlefZero's technology helps overcome the challenges associated with privacy and security, the two big ones around crypto. I think that this is just a crucial area of focus. We utilize the advanced technology of AZERO to make the internet safer with our security products. Check out our security browser extension, Threat Slayer, which does, slay pretty much all of the phishing threats and, the threats that you see around crypto, downloads, rats, you name it. So again, there's a lot happening here, and Interlock is centered out on protecting DeFi users and the DeFi economy, and I think that that's also very, very exciting. But there's so much more happening here. The metaverse, IDs, things like that. Like, I am so excited for the future of AZERO. And again, like I said, with the CBDC narrative being pushed greatly now, privacy is becoming a big deal. Security is becoming a big deal. I do think that AlefZero is going to be a major player around that area. And I think that that narrative is going to be very strong. And I do think that long term here and even short term, AlefZero is going to be a big performer. I think that this is one to keep on your watch list, maybe even accumulate at that range that I told you guys, maybe, scoop some up. That's where I'm scooping a lot up. Obviously not financial advice. You guys can do what you want, but this is going to be one that I have on my accumulation list for a little bit of time. I'm trying to accumulate as much as I possibly can around AZERO, and I will continue to do so until my goals are met. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.